Hey guys, it's Katt Dee, and I'm here with another Top 5 Friday. This is actually my second time filming this because the first time my audio got messed up, and it's not the first time. So I'm wondering if I need to work out my audio issues with my webcam up here. Um, but we'll see. Hopefully this one comes out all right. So today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Game of Thrones Funko Pops that I still want or need in my collection. With that being said, I am not targeting the most expensive Game of Thrones Funko Pops. I'm realistically saying these are the 5 that I would try to trade for or still try to procure to have in my collection. I did narrow it down. I have 3 honorable mentions and then 5 of my top 5. There is no pop that has a PPG price of over $140 on my list. So obviously there's no Headless Ned. There's no Freddy Funko's Game of Thrones. There's no Conan Game of Thrones. There's no Renly Baratheon. I think he's in the 200s. Like, there are pops that are a little bit out of the price range of realistic to me. When I started making the list, I made the cutoff $150. Realistically speaking, I could trade like 10 pops for one of these if I wanted to, or if I found the right person, or if I really found a really good deal. Because this is one fandom that I do plan on keeping, and I'm still collecting it, and it has like stood the test of pop time for me. I'm still collecting Game of Thrones, I'm still collecting Disney, and I'm still collecting Harry Potter, and then everything else I'm being super, super selective. So let's get right into this. Let's start with my honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is actually a 7-Eleven exclusive that I would have never had the chance to get because we don't have 7-Eleven, and that is Grey Wind. Now, Grey Wind is one of the dire wolves, and I really wish that I was able to get him. I think the only other one I have is Ghost. I mean, did they make any of the other ones? No, they didn't make Nymeria. So yeah, I would love. I have the regular common ghost Funko Pop, but this one right now, and I understand why the price is so high because it wasn't really vastly available for everybody. The current PPG price for this one is $125. I did make this one on my honorable mentions because it is a little more unrealistic than some of the other ones, because not only is it $125 on PPG, but you're gonna have to find the right person that would let go of it, that would want to trade it, make sure it's still in good condition. I would be afraid of finding counterfeits. I mean, this one is probably going to be one of the harder ones for me to find, but it's not one. I mean, it is the top 8, obviously, since I have 3 honorable mentions, but it's not the top 5. But hopefully one day that'll be in my collection. You know, I will still collect them if pops ever die out. So maybe one day he'll be worth a lot less. We'll see. Okay, so my next honorable mention is not in my top 5. I do not have any of this character. I think he only has one pop out because I genuinely hate this person. Like, they did such a good job portraying this character in the show versus the book. But I think the only other person that I would equally hate as much as this person is Daenerys's brother. But this is Joffrey Baratheon, and they did a wonderful job with this Funko Pop. Um, it's just, like I said, I have a hard time because I really want it in my collection. I really want this villain in my collection, and hopefully one day I'll figure out a way to get it or trade for it or do something that I won't actually have to shell out $80 for it. But right now it's $80. The current PPG price is $80. But I hate him. Like, I feel like, oh, I hate him so much. I don't know if like looking at that pop would like physically make me angry, but I really want him to. I feel so conflicted. How does pop figures make you feel conflicted? Maybe because you're really invested in the story. Because I've both read the books and seen the show, so maybe that's why. All right, and my last honorable mention is only because I really don't love the design of the pop, but I really want the character in my collection, and that is the Hound. Now, I feel like if they would have brought the Hound out now, I feel like they probably would have done a better job with his scarring on his face. They did do a little bit of raising, but to me it just looks like a, a birthmark. I know that sounds, how some people have those birthmarks. I don't think they did a fantastic job with that. And I haven't seen any amazing paint jobs on it either, but I really want the character, and I missed out on this one. I should have picked it up. I had the opportunity to get this one, as well as some of the others on my list that I'll talk about later, but this one, the current PPG price is at $90. All right, so we're on to my top 5, and I'm going to be starting at 5 and counting down to my most wanted. And some of these might be a surprise to you, some of them might not. Like I said, none of the ones that are like super sought after. I mean, I could probably, if you guys want to see a video of all the Game of Thrones pops that I actually own, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. So you get like kind of a basis of where I got the top 5 and which ones I may have didn't mention because I may have it, or I probably don't. But, let's just get right into it. Starting at number 5. So number 5, we have Ygritte, and I love this character. I love her and Jon Snow's interactions. Fun fact, they're together in real life, the person who plays her and Jon Snow. And I just think they're adorable. I mean, like this is one of the relationships in the show that really is like, man, I can't tell you anything if you haven't watched the show, but she does something brutal. She does. But she does something kind of awesome too, and I can't really talk about that either. But I would love to have her. The current PPG price for Ygritte is currently at $130, and I'm severely kicking myself because I could have picked her up for $45, and at the time I really thought that was way too expensive to spend on a pop. I have never really spent outside of retail value on a pop figure. I typically just get them when they come out, and for some reason I missed her. And yeah, so it might be one that I never get. I don't foresee myself spending $130 on a pop. This is one of the most expensive. It is the second most expensive on this list. And yeah, like I said, I would love to have her, but it probably won't happen. Okay, so the next one on the list is heartbreaking. I love this character. I love how in the show, how they progress to tell you like kind of why the character is where he is and how he progressed as a character and why he is the way he is, and that is Hodor. And his current PPG price is $80. Now what happened is a certain episode came out on Game of Thrones, and as soon as that happened, they vaulted the pop. I want to say like almost immediately or right before, and the Funko Pop after that episode just shot up like nobody's business, and I just wasn't able to grab it. I think it was another one that I saw for around $35 to $40, and I was just like, oh no, everyone's just hyping to get it. It'll probably plateau or go back down, and it just never did. It stayed around $45 for a while, and now it's currently at $80. All right, so the next one, number 3. This one was actually from a con. It was a con exclusive, and this is the Iron Throne. Now, what an awesome Funko Pop! I don't even think I was collecting, or I think I just started when this one came out, and I had no idea that, cons were big with Funko Pops. And it looks really awesome. I really want to get it. This would be one if I got. I would keep the box, but I would probably take it out of the box and put who I want on the Iron Throne and put it in my curio cabinet, because I think that would be awesome. Because no matter what happens in the show, whoever I want to win wins in my house, so that would be really awesome. But again, its PPG price right now is $95. That's a little steep for me. There are no other Iron Throne pops out, so like I said, a lot of these on my list are characters I don't already own, which makes them big. Which is a big reason why I really want them. Like, there are a ton of Jon Snow pops out there that I don't own, that I would love to be a completionist with Game of Thrones. It's just not realistic. But I already have like 3 or 4 Jon Snow pops. So None of him are on here, and so with some of the other characters as well, like the Night King. Like I didn't get the HBO Night King, the one I think it was like glow in the dark, or it was like black or whatnot. I didn't get that, but I already have, I want to say, two other versions of him, including a signed one by the actor who played the Night King. So that's pretty cool. That's probably one of my prized possessions in my collection. But yeah, so moving on. I have a nose itch. Welcome back. I usually always have them. Okay, so number 2. This is Drogon, the Hot Topic exclusive, the 6-inch pop with the red eyes. Now, I looked for this pop everywhere when it came out, and I could not find it. I don't know if you can see here. I have the other two dragon pops right there, Viserion Rhaegal, but I wasn't able to pick up Drogon, and he's like obviously Daenerys' favorite in the show regardless, and I would love to have him in my collection, and yeah, it just didn't happen. His current PPG price isn't bad, it's just still really high. Like I can't justify paying it's $60, the current PPG. I would rather find someone to trade with, and maybe I'll start looking out for that. But I have a hard time spending so much money when I have so many pops. I have so many pops. I have hundreds of pops. Spending more than retail value on any of them. All right, so we're to my final one, number 1, and this literally would be the one that if I had to choose any of them, this would be the one that I would really want. And technically, I do have 2 of these already, but I don't have them in 3-inch form. So that's Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion, the metallic GameStop or EB exclusive 3-pack. It is beautiful. I want it, but the PPG price on this is $140. And I don't remember ever a time that it wasn't expensive. I know it wasn't in my area anywhere. I saw some people, I think in the UK or something, pick it up really easy. Maybe it was the UK. Do you guys have GameStop? I feel like it was somewhere not in the United States where they found one or picked one up. Maybe it was Canada. I have no idea. But yeah, so I wasn't ever able to pick that one up. It's one that I would really, really like to have. I don't have any of the 3-inch versions of the dragons, the baby dragons. I only have the 2 big ones, but I would love to have that 3-pack for sure. All right, so that's it for this top 5. It's a little bit of a weird one, but it's one that I really enjoyed. Sorry that this didn't come out on Friday. I know it's Saturday now when this is uploading, but my power went out and I didn't have power yesterday. So fun times. At least I'm getting it up this week, trying to be more consistent. I do have some pop hauls, another pop talk. My pop talks, if you guys don't realize that I've put up 3 pop talks that have a 3 list of vaulted pops or pops that were just vaulted. So if that's something you're looking out, follow Pop Talk. If nothing else, if you just want to watch the vaulted pops, I will have other topics on Pop Talk, but right now it really is vaulted pops, as well as have some reaction trailers. I'm thinking about doing some of the reviews for the movies that I'm seeing. I've seen a ton of movies because I got a movie pass, and yeah, I'm actually going to see The Quiet Place tonight, which I'm really excited about. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what Game of Thrones pops that you're still on the look for, or on the lookout for. Words are hard. And if Game of Thrones is not your fandom, tell me what your favorite fandom is that currently has Funko Pops and the one pop that you're looking for. I'm Katt Dee, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. Bye.